Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Before we get this kicked off, I think I'm a little bit sick. My brother was sick recently. Now my nose is stuffy, my throat is a little bit sore. It's nothing so bad that I can't record, but I may sniffle. And if I sniffle, I apologize. I don't know why I slapped my chair for that. For emphasis? Maybe? Anyway, previously, I finished up the last two shrines I needed to finish up to get to Rook's Song, and this time, we're going to be moving on to get to Rook's Song. So, without further ado, let's go. Fireblight Ganon. One of the easiest bosses in main game, and still one of the easiest bosses here. Now, I may not have many weapons. I only have the Boulder Breaker. I only have the Knight's Bow with ice arrows, which is actually pretty nice. And nothing really else, just a Flame Breaker, a helm, boots, armor. And I only have 3 things to eat, a majority of which only restore 3/4 of a heart. And this one is the outlier with 1 full one and then half a heart. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But, more importantly, we have bombs. If you remember anything about this boss fight, you will know, and you will remember that after we get to phase 2, I believe, he will just kind of suck in whatever's around him, including bombs. And once you detonate the bombs, when they get close to him, it knocks him down and does a decent amount of damage. This is why this boss kind of doesn't... I don't know, I don't dislike it in this DLC pack, but it's definitely not done the best, because you actually don't really have to worry too much about conserving your resources, because he's going to suck in bombs, which are an infinite resource, in case you were wondering, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of dumb. I understand that they wanted every single boss, they wanted you to do them again, this time them being a little bit more challenging. You know, you have to conserve, again, your resources, but the bombs, it just kind of ruins this entire boss concept for me. I don't know. Within the main game, I could understand, I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever. That actually hurt a little bit, but whatever. In the main game, I was like, okay, this concept's fine. You're using your runes to do more damage to this man. That's whatever. That's fine. But when the name of the game is resource conservation, and then they give you an infinite resource, which is used to beat him, it's dumb. I say as I keep getting hits. I again talked about this being extremely easy, and now I'm just kind of sucking at it. So that's fun. One more Urbosa's Fury should do it, or just a few more swings. Or not just a few more swings. I might as well eat I mean, I haven't actually used these before, any of the food items they give you before, but I might as well. Again, this is one of the bosses I just don't ever worry about, because it's very, very easy to deal with him. Now, this was kind of a bad fight to show off, or at least talk about the whole bomb thing, making it kind of a joke. But, trust me, I have had fights where he uses the bomb move quite a lot, and makes it exceedingly easy. Well, well, though our aims are different, our feet took us to the same destination. I speak figuratively, of course. I travel by wing rather than by foot. Ah, wandering around here and listening to anecdotes about Champion Daruk has truly invigorated me. In fact, it has inspired me to honor him in my own way, separate from my teacher's unfinished song. That is why I felt inclined to roost here, near the divine beast of Arudania, which Daruk himself mastered. I've written a song to try to capture the essence of Champion Daruk.
Count me in, tiny princess. I'm the fearless Daruk, after all. And if Hyrule needs my help, I'll gladly lay down my life.
Thank you, Daruk.
Not sure if it's Calamity Ganon's fault or what, but I hear monsters have been attacking people more than ever lately. Times like these, you shouldn't leave the castle without a horde of mighty Gorons to watch your back.
You sound like Father. He's assigning a knight to watch over me wherever I go. I hear the top contender is the most accomplished swordsman in all of Hyrule.
Huh? That could only be... Huh? What the... They really are all over the place these days. Huh? Is someone being attacked? Cowards! Wait here, princess. Spineless little cuckoos! No monster stands a chance when fighting me, the almighty Daruk!
Oh! You're safe. It seems our friend here was the one being attacked. Precious boy, you saved his life. Huh? Well.
Good riddance, and stay safe! I'm sorry you had to see that side of me. As a kid, dogs always chased me. I still panic when I see one of those critters.
I never imagined the great Daruk would have a weakness.
So tell me, princess.
Yes?
Calamity Ganon isn't, some kind of a dog monster, is he?
Huh?
I suppose even champions are not immune to fear. So, What do you think of Champion Daruk's song? By writing a song that celebrates the softer side of Champion Daruk, I feel closer than ever to my dear teacher. The end result is not quite clear yet, but I'm beginning to feel a stirring of inspiration about these verses.
I knew you could do it, little guy. Now you can use Daruk's protection more than ever. If you see that Ganon jerk, give him a message for me. Good riddance, bacon breath.
We got Daruk's Protection Plus. I believe this version of Daruk's Protection just lasts longer, recharges longer is what, faster. If it recharged longer, then it would be significantly worse, which would be terrible anyway. The point is, it recharges faster, so you can use it more often. God, I'm really terrible at speaking today, apparently. But anyway, let's talk about Daruk for a second before we end off this episode, because I'm not doing anything else, and it's only been like 11 minutes, so we can talk about Daruk a little bit. Daruk is still one of my favorite characters. I realized Daruk didn't have that much characterization. He's a pretty basic stereotype of a really loud guy who's, like, always happy, and some people may not like that, but that's my favorite type of person to be around. Therefore, when it's shown in this video game, I'm like, okay, that's pretty nice. I like that. And that's why Daruk has always been my favorite, and this little extra bit of characterization just makes it all the more better. I love it a lot. And I've heard people say they love Revali a lot more, which is fine, and I understand that. The reason I personally don't like Revali, compared to like Daruk or Mipha or Bosa, is strictly because Revali is just so unlikable in a lot of ways, and he did have the most character development. He was always afraid of his own abilities, therefore, not afraid of his own abilities, but afraid of being shown up, essentially. He was afraid of his own lack of abilities, that's what I was trying to say. And, you know, that would be fine if he acted kind of like a jerk to Link because he was afraid Link would show him up. His abilities would be better than Revali's. But what kind of sucks about that is Revali is consistently a jerk to everyone. It's not just Link. It's not just the people he's afraid might have better abilities than him. We saw in his cutscene that he was like, "Oh, princess, you're super rude for interrupting me while I'm training." And I can't get behind that personality when he's like that to everyone. And it doesn't seem like he's trying to kind of shut out those or like show his strength to those who may be more powerful than him. It just seems like he's a jerk. And I know this was meant to be about Daruk, but I'm just trying to explain why I like him more than other characters like Revali, who are fan favorites because of this character development that he had. And I genuinely can't enjoy him. That's just me though. Anyway, with that being said, that's pretty much it. This was very, very short, unlike the other bosses we faced. Yeah, this one was really easy. This one took no time at all. So, next time I see you here, we are going to be doing the last few shrines. Well, not the last few. We're going to be starting up the last few shrines. And, we're going to get our Bosa song. So, that's for next time. Until then.